I woke up at 5 today. So the jet lag is real. And now it's like 6. So we're probably going to take our time getting ready. And then the quickest thing we can do today is go to Macau. So the earliest ferry for that is 7:30. I think I went way too hard at Mizu Jin. That's a V7, that's the extent of my climbing. And I haven't climbed in like a week. So going there on a day where we're super jet lagged and then trying V7s, probably not a good idea. This is like the most expensive breakfast place we've been to yet. The coffee was like 32 HKD. Let's see how the quality is. Oh my god, this is so expensive. How much was this? 177 for all of this. Construction right outside of a really expensive cafe place. Completely made out of bamboo. Is this the same K11 that's on the Avenue of Stars?
We are very close to the avenue.
Just a quick travel tip here. Macau doesn't actually require a Chinese visa to visit. In fact, you don't need to do any preparation at all, as long as you're staying short term. Economy class was 175 for each person.
And the other one is like double.
The grand version was 275 per person. Oh, and as for currency, Macau does have their own, but they do all accept HKD. Fascinating.
This is comfortable.
And we put it in the flight. Your sunglasses.
Every time.
Got to the ferry, took a random ass shuttle, because there were tons. Which was free for the casinos. Huge casinos. It's Asian Las Vegas. Using the casino buses from the ferry is pretty common here, to the point where I think this may be even the main method of transportation around that area. We weren't here for the casinos though, so I was worried about the currency, but if 1 Macau dollar equals to 0.98 HKD dollars, it's pretty much 1-to-1. How much was that? 11?
11. It's pretty eggy. I still like the one we got.
Just a quick note here, the vendors in Macau were pretty aggressive about their sales. They would actively try to push onto you a lot of free samples, trying to fish in any sales. I'm gonna assume everyone here is Chinese.
I thought there would be more tourists.
We arrived here during Golden Week, which I believe is somewhat of a holiday for some of the Asian countries. So we were kind of expecting more tourists, but it wasn't actually too crowded. While I'm sure there are some cultural significance towards this cathedral, for us it was just kind of a cool looking house. And after some quick pictures, we quickly left the area. Exciting stuff. Our next destination was something we had a bit more interest in. There was a lighthouse that was also known to be a fully functional fortress, and it was one of the other popular attractions around the area. Oh, and this area, which was overlooking the city, was also completely free. The hike up actually wasn't too bad, but this is the first time that we would experience how humid Macau actually was. I guess that's it. It wasn't so bad. Huh. It's not very glamorous if you look at it from here, is it? It's like 24 degrees, which is cooler than 2 days ago. Colder than yesterday even, but it's way more humid here, and I think that's the reason why I'm like sweating balls. I think we also need to drink more water, because I think that's a huge...
I'm okay. I've never been a good water drinker.
Like, my ring feels tighter. Doesn't feel good. Core area, and then the casino area. This is a nice clearing.
Operational.
This place is operational, but what used to have for a fortress these days. This is already really cool.
It's high.
It's kind of neat. It's pretty good considering I was expecting nothing. Can it? Jenny went inside to hopefully find AC. It is very humid, but it's nice up here. Although we were a little sweaty, this was still a very enjoyable attraction, and I would definitely recommend it. Next up, New Macau. People just drive like there's no laws here at all. I feel like it's a little bit more dangerous even than HK. Thinking back, I don't think the driving was actually that dangerous, but it was just very loud. I read about this. There's a slight divide where the water turns more bluish. And it's particularly because of something, but I did not read much more into it. After the lighthouse, everything else in Macau was pretty much revolved around food. Most of the other attractions in Macau are usually within the casinos. We will visit one of them, but it's not terribly exciting. 55-ish. Little drive. Mochi was 20 HKD, this is 30. Coconut.
Yeah, look how many like mango stuff.
Yeah. Coconut, mango, sago. The mango is actually pretty good.
This is another very
And now coffee. Coffee just for Danny though. $25 you said?
Michelin coffee.
Tastes like coffee to me. I would assume Lotus. After having our fill of food from Macau, we decided to head back, using the cheapest option, which is to go to a casino, the Venetian in this case, and take one of their shuttles to the ferry. Overall, I think Macau is good enough for a day trip just to go there and eat, but honestly there wasn't that much to do outside of going to the casinos and eating questionable amounts of street food. The Venetian casino was our last stop, and it was kinda cool. The inside was as large as a city and hosts a gondola ride, which we did not take. Artificial skies too. I wouldn't really say the casino was a spectacle to behold, mainly because it just felt like a man-made mall installation, which, as nice as it was, didn't really keep us captivated enough. And so, after roaming around a little bit and getting something quick to eat at the food court, we headed down to their shuttle service and headed to the ferry. Window seat. Again. We used to travel as a pair. I kinda went to Macau with no expectations of anything, and sure enough, it wasn't that bad, but I'd say even if this trip did not have Macau on its itinerary, I probably still would have been okay with it. I give Macau as a day trip opportunity for those traveling a 7 out of 10.